begin this, guys. This is actually the Stanley parable. Yeah, I think it was like 15 bucks on Steam, and it looked really interesting. So I'm just gonna play it. I'm gonna just hop right in this one, guys. And y'all really responded to the last gameplay, and I think everybody pretty much liked it. So I'm gonna try this. All right, loading. End is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end. Is nev. Okay. Why are you taking so long to load, though? Mr. Never is the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I'm not clicking to skip
Stanley
nothing.
worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor.
Who types like that? Just one finger.
To push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every
427
day, every month of every year.
Couldn't give me like 420. 420 weed blazing.
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley's happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his
like my dream.
in the company.
Just me in the world.
This
Just kidding.
Complete
me and all my subscribers.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I'm new to using the keyboard and stuff to
All of
do
his
this,
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
All
Stanley
of them
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where's the meeting room? Where is everybody? Hey, it made a noise when I clicked on it. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna try plugging my controller in this. Alright. Y'all just gotta kind of deal with me being sloppy with this. Oh great, 2 doors.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Door on the left, huh? I'm a rebel.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Employee lounge. It is nice.
Yes,
it is a nice
truly
place.
A room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So tempting not to listen to him. I'm not gonna listen to him.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Man, I do my job better than anybody.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm
But
not
jump
sure
off.
really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
I'm already in love with this game.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look,
I really don't trust this guy at
let
all.
me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay. Prove it.
Now listen carefully,
Oh,
this
God.
is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I still don't trust this guy.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yeah, I did. The blue one.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
I don't want to go through the red door. Oh, yeah.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see?
Whoa, this game just got really weird.
I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you
Pretty
not think
much.
I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help
isn't
me
what
here,
it-
Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill
Unicorns.
trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
I want to see some mods, some hacks,
Take a
Black
stab
Ops
at
2
the dark
hacks.
at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Oh god, the game is glitching. No, I'm gonna listen to him this time. I'm gonna go through the left door.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game
You're
needed a
just
third
genius.
door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I
Me?
felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't
This
even
guy's
try.
weird.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh. Whoa. Leaderboards? They have leaderboards? What? Good old Neil. Good old Neil up there, man. Whoa. Where's that? Where am I at? Oh, that's me. Oh, he pointed it out for me. I'm put in last place. Sweet.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again,
Yeah, it did. I wanna
honest
be number
answers,
one.
please.
Yeah, it did motivate me pretty much. I want to be number one.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a
I'll hack my
prototype
way
of the
to
new
it.
game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't
A
mind
new
taking a
game?
look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Alright. Oh, it's even got a loading screen. This game is amazing, guys.
In this game,
Whoa.
he crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game. All about
I don't
the
wanna let him
desperation and
burn.
tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why
4
don't you
hours.
give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Alright,
Be
4
sure to
hours.
keep
Here we go,
notes
guys.
on your experience.
Ah, that's kind of loud. What's behind me? Nothing. Alright. He's dying. He's crying too much. He's dying.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
No.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to
Okay.
ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh my god.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
This is the #1 game.
Stanley, will it
Would be enough if I could mine. I want to go get some diamonds, bro.
Things for you. From now
It's
on,
actually pretty just like Minecraft. Well, this is crazy.
Artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Where?
This will go here. No, here. And then...
This is a terrible house. Who makes houses out of dirt?
Does it need iron? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete.
Can I come in your house?
Stanley, look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only
pretty jealous.
Outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please,
I want in.
Step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Alright. Oh my god, best experience ever.
Perfect.
Oh my.
Wait,
10 out of 10.
That's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
Yeah,
Diamond, everything.
Do it.
Yes,
Do
yes,
it.
yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Alright, let's go find them diamonds.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. Oh, found some coal. We can make a light.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one.
1 out of 5.
New game.
Oh, I heard some zombie. Man, they put a lot of thought into this game, guys. 1 out of 5. I'd agree.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
I'm down. This is Portal, right? I've never played Portal, but look, yep, it's Portal.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
I think I love it. Never thought I'd figure that one out.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games.
Oh. Oh, just soft landing. Well, where do I go? Let's go in here, because I guess, you know, this is not the way to go. Okay. I'm about to just fall off. Wait, which way? That way? That way. Everybody scream it. Scream at the computer! Left or right? Left or right? Left or right? Oh, I'm going left. Sorry, everybody who said right. Oh, never mind. Everybody that said right, I love you. My bad. Can't go. Everything's like broken. I broke the game already. Hacks, mods, YOLO. Oh, just one light on? Man, they're on a budget on this game. What am I supposed to do? Oh, maybe. I already free.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be back soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Hello? Can I play the game again? Oh, there we go, loading. Everything in. 427, that's my number.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
did it just restart?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna follow the rules this time. Might as well.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball up inside you. Take out the passion aggressive on other co-workers. To do. Synchronize core value. Whoa. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Yes, I am. Stripes. Colored inside. It's all about charts, graphs, and slides, baby.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nope, I can't listen. I changed my mind, I'm not listening. Ooh, cars.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking
the same car
out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Is this a never-ending thing?
As Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Yeah, like going to the same place.
Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him?
Why does he have to do this? It's giving me chills.
These rooms were starting to
literally chills.
Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself. This is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream.
I'm dreaming.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
I'm never going to lose my job in the first place.
I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh! Mods, hacks.
He imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Because I'm a sexy stud, that's why.
Being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
This would like blow up a robot's head.
Describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock.
You leave Stanley out of this.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
I'm in control, baby.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
It smells like pollution.
Wake up, he thought to himself.
Wake up!
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
The buttons.
I want my apartment.
You're pushing my buttons, dude.
And my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
No, it won't, Stanley. Don't listen to him.
Okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up.
God.
My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real.
Oh my God, this is getting crazy.
Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh my God. Yo, I got chills. This game is crazy.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What? Whole new story, alright.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
What?
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And
no, Stanley!
To go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
No, Stanley didn't die.
And what isn't.
No.
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was
no time for this? A dead person on the sidewalk?
Staring down at the body.
What?
And then she turned and ran.
What? Just leave poor Stanley laying there on the ground to die. Well, he was already dead, but... Poor Stanley. Alright guys, that's all the time I had for today to play Stanley Parable. Be on the lookout for the next episode. It'll be uploaded maybe in the next day after or whatever. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Comment if you liked it. Comment if you want more. Bye guys.